Oh, hello. I didn't see you pull up there. I'm just on my way to go for a casual ride around Lake Minnetonka here in Minnesota. Won't you ride along with me? Today we're on my 2023 Kawasaki H2 SX SE Plus. And thankfully that's the end of the name of the bike. Or, as we commonly refer to her, wheelie machine. Because it almost seems like she's made to wheelie. Now, you won't see me doing wheelies, because that would violate YouTube's terms of service. But here we go, waving another biker. It's good to see other bikers out. Trying to make sense of why my driver's not talking to me. You know, it's fine for designing a map online, but using the app to actually ride your planned route just never quite works the way you would hope. And we're riding by the Apple House, University of Minnesota's Arboretum apple shop, where when you're in season you can buy fresh grown apples, and they're pretty good. And we got a bunch of apple related items in there and all sorts of goods. I would recommend visiting if you've never been. Temperature is a brisk 52. High today is expected to be 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Here we are, about to cross over into Minnetonka. Minnetonka Regional Park is off to the right, and that's where we're going, County Road 44. I'll have to go visit that park sometime soon. See what's there. Probably boat launches at a minimum. Got a little bit curvy, it's the next mile and a half. Second rider of today's ride. What are they on? Some type of Yamaha, I believe. Maybe that 900cc model. I can't remember the name of it offhand. Yippee-ki-yay! day now. There's a house for sale down there. If you're in the market to live in Hennepin County. And we're going to make a right here onto 110. That's Hennepin County 110. Four-way stop. Someone's going to back out onto the highway. And hopefully they still see me. And someone was playing on his phone in his van at the stop sign. You never know what people are up to. And why they won't see you. I didn't see them. Could mean I was on my phone. But they won't admit that. In all likelihood. We're gonna have a little beach. They're gonna be flushing hydrants April 1st through the 25th. That's a wide open window. This is Surfside Park here around Minnetonka. Make a right turn in 0.4 miles. Onto what? Wilshire Boulevard. Staying on County Road 125, I guess. Yeah. How weird. Oh, look, jaywalkers. Cook's Bay. Doing some maintenance on their dock, or on somebody's dock. Already out there fishing. The ice just is barely melting. Bicyclers. Now that was not a stop. That was 30 miles per hour through a stop sign. And people do stuff like that, so you can't assume that they're not gonna slam into you. They were only doing what they're supposed to. Got a little bit of chop, not much. Fishermen out here trying to catch the quarry. Right on 15 it seems. Shoreline Drive. See if the name holds true. Popo Yo-Yo. And we're in the city of Florida. Firefighters wanted to Roanoke. Point 3, we're gonna make a right on County Road 19. No, that must be the light. Shady Wood Road. Another bicycle. Narrows Bridge. That's an interesting name for a bridge. Unlike Bridge Narrows. And here's Tonka Bay. Lake Minnetonka on the other side, I do believe. Shadow Bay. There's my road. Cut that a little tight. Well, it's not that way. Must be this way. Is that an acid mark? These folks aren't hurting that bad from grocery store prices, I bet. Yeah, this is very bumpy. Not the most pleasant part of the course. There's the water again, and that was the idea. Stay close to the water, if and when possible. I may have taken it to a little bit of an extreme here, though. Tempted to put her into road mode, so I have a little lighter suspension. Tempted by the fruit of the road mode. Okay. Crescent Beach. And then we're going to make a right here. This is actually Pleasant Avenue, not Birch Bluff Road. And we're in Sherwood. Hello. Hello, Sherwood. I don't know, it's a rather large house. Oh, another one. Bum, 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 bum. That's a tree house. Lawrence Road. Right on Edgewood Road. fantastic. Another very large home. Look at that. I mean, to me it's large. Cutting left here somewhere. I think right here, because otherwise we'll be in the water. The chop is a little heavier at the moment than it was earlier. Oh, look at those. Oh, marina, looks like. Looks like we're going to make a right on the Smithtown Road in 0.2 miles. And turn back. Looks like some decent pavement. Oh look, we're back to Victoria. Oh, look at that house. Man, oh, why do they even have their own four-way clock? Not exactly sure where I am, to be honest. Aside from there's some water. That's half the flood. Exploring. Oh wow. My route ends pretty soon, so I'm gonna have to figure out where I am pretty quickly. Okay, I think I know where I am now. Yep, Rolling Acres, so that's the way I need to go. Rather than I have to wait another light. Not sure why they're going so slowly. That was the end of the route. So we'll end it. And we'll get back to having the normal display. I think in a couple weeks, I may go for a ride with my buddy Gabe. I'll have to figure out where we want to start and where we want to go. Made it a little more complicated since we're now quite a bit further apart than we have been in previous years. It's an hour ride from my house to his. Sometimes we'll meet at one or another's house, and other times we'll split the difference. Splitting the difference doesn't really necessarily work out either, because we end up in like Maple Grove, and it takes a little while to get to good riding roads from there. Alright, we're back at the other side of the Apple House, so I'm going to call this one good, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye! Okay, thanks, bye.